Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Hannah. Today we're going to do a flip through of my 2023 planner. A few people commented on my last video, or I guess just my last video, saying that they were interested in seeing a flip through of this planner. So that's what we're going to do today. And I also just wanted to quickly say thank you so much to everybody who watched my last video. I was blown away and overwhelmed by the encouragement and support that I received on that video, so thank you so much. This planner is what I used to figure out if I could maintain a consistent journaling habit. Yeah, it is just kind of like a normal planner. It's a TJ Maxx special. I guess I think I find Fringe planners at TJ Maxx quite often. In previous years I've used Fringe planners from TJ Maxx, so that's where I got it from. I think it was like $12.99 or something like that. I didn't want to invest a lot of money into a fancy planner, like a Hobonichi or Sterling Ink, when I didn't know if I could actually maintain a consistent journaling and planning habit. So at the end of 2022, for 2023, I bought this planner, and that's what this is. So this planner is a big experiment, and I think you can really tell because it doesn't look the same from January to December. It definitely evolves, and the way that I use it evolves, and I think you'll be able to see that. But yeah, we can just jump right into it. So when you first open it up, there's just like the back of the cover, and then you have this pocket, folder pocket, not a folder, I don't know, but basically I just threw stickers on it, and as the year progressed I cared less and less about what it looked like, and I just threw more and more stickers on it. Some of these stickers my friends made, some of them are like from local businesses, you know. This is a plane ticket from one of my trips from 2023. This is a photo booth sticker, man, will I be able to speak? It's a photo booth strip, and this is a postcard. So these are just turned around for privacy reasons, but usually they faced out, and they added a nice texture to it. This was the year at a glance page for, I think, either like the year before or the year after, but I didn't really have a need for it, because this was the year at a glance for 2023. So I covered this up, and I had these state stickers, and I knew that in 2023 I would be doing quite a bit of traveling, and so I just covered up the little calendars with these state stickers. I really enjoyed this. I thought it was really fun. We ended up going on a big road trip, and so I traveled a whole lot more. I think in most years I would go to 3 different states, I would say, if at best. But this year I went to 13 different states, which was really, really fun and cool. And I like having this visual representation of it. This was a big project list that I taped at the front because I really wanted to accomplish them throughout the year. And for the most part I did. I think I only had one left over, but that's what that is. Oh yeah, and then I also like wrote down if we went somewhere more than once, like to visit family or something. So we went to Vermont in January and October, and so I just wrote down around the circles when, like, what month we visited that state. For the at a glance page for 2023, I kind of just filled in, or I highlighted the date as the year went along so that I could kind of have a visual representation of where we were at in the year. And I did like that, but I found that I didn't keep up with it very well, so, you know. This page is like a contacts page, and I didn't really use that very much, so I think towards the end of the year I just pasted in these traveler's notebook bits, and I think this was like a mail thing. I don't know. It was a blank page, so I just covered it with some things. But I think maybe close to November, I got a traveler's notebook in the passport size as a wallet, and so that's what that is. I had planned to do like a Q1 overview and recap situation, but as you can see, it didn't really go anywhere. So that was the beginning and the ending of that whole idea. This is a hot mess. I think in January I had got a few stamps, and so I just went crazy with it. I have no clue why I decided to go crazy. I think maybe I started and then I couldn't stop. And maybe that is the case with down here as well. But like I said, it was an experiment and I wasn't very like precious with this book. These are just some watercolor papers that I had painted and were just like floating around my desk, and I kept moving them around to different places and it was driving me nuts, so then I just glued them in here so that they would live somewhere, and I think it's great. So this is how the book started, or I guess every month had a divider page and then had an at a glance section, and so it had like a goals, birthdays, anniversaries, and a to-do list, and so I tried to use that to set my intentions for the month, and I think that was really helpful. I think you can tell that when I started out, it looks very much just like a regular planner, or I guess I'm using it as a regular planner. I'm not really writing down anything extra like memory keeping wise or decorating very much. So this is the first week in January, so the weekly layouts, and I went back. We started our year in Vermont, in Vermont, and so I added this in. I think at the time I had just put this like snowy washi tape, and then I wrote like a little note about what we were doing. And then down here you can see like a to-do list, but I added all the photos after the fact. And then this is the first week that I was back in the flow of normal life. Each day had a like rectangle that was split up. And then Saturday and Sunday had to share a rectangle, and so they were just little squares. Yeah, I did decorate a little bit, and I feel like most of my decorations were just like highlighting things with my... Are they mild liners? I never know. I always get it confused if it's midliner or mild liner, but you know what I'm talking about. This is a little bit of ephemera from an artist I had ordered my wedding band from, and when I received the package I put this in the back of when the date that I ordered it. And then these photos I just added in after the fact. I think like a few months in I had printed out photos and just gone in and added some for memory keeping sake. And then my niece, you'll probably see, has some artwork throughout that she just drew in. So yeah, not a whole lot of decoration, a lot of just random washi tape. And I think this washi tape was given to me by my sister-in-law. She was kind of decluttering her washi tape, and so I took some. Yeah. And then I think this is memory keeping, and it's just on like a transparent sticky note, but everything else is just normal planning. And didn't do much with the notes pages. We're still going in a chaotic vibe, but I did decorate this, I guess, and I like stamped these little notes and added them in, but kind of a chaotic collage. February I definitely got more into decoration, and we traveled to New Orleans, and that is what this is. And I had some stamps and washi tapes and stickers and stuff like that. So that's some memory keeping, and this is memory keeping, but everything else is just planning. This was the week that I started to attempt a more consistent memory keeping. I think I was really inspired by the way people used the daily pages in a Hobonichi Cousin. A lot of people I was seeing online had columns of text or like margins that they would use to split up the page, and so I kind of attempted to do that here. I really I think this is really ugly and I don't like it at all, but you know, like I said, it was a big experiment. I was just trying to be consistent with what I was doing. So that is what this is. And you can see, like, I did it Monday and Tuesday, but not Wednesday. And then I did it Thursday and Friday, but not on Saturday or Sunday. So, you know. This week we were traveling, and so I glued in a lot of pictures. And then this was my idea for the, like, margin again, where I was going to memory keep, but I didn't leave myself a lot of space, and I also just wasn't consistent with it at all. But I think this was the week that I really started getting into the memory keeping side of things, and I had these, I don't know if you can tell, it might not look, I don't even know, you might not be able to tell, but these are kind of metallic markers that I got from the dollar store, and they had this like copper one that I really loved, and so that became a theme that you will probably see for the next month or two. But yeah, that is what I was doing. And then for Saturday and Sunday I just like split it in half, and that became the bane of my existence, trying to like cram so much in. These pages were also lined, I guess I should say, and I usually was trying to fit 2 lines of text per line unless I was planning. So there's that. I wrote a little recap of February, and then I was tracking some work hours. This was the March at a glance page, which I decorated with my weird squiggles. Yeah, just normal monthly things. I continued my memory keeping layout. A lot of my stickers were really big and they did not suit this journal very well, but that's what you got. Ugh, I remember doing this and absolutely hating it. I tried the same like system, I guess, of doing the metallic markers, but I wanted it to be more St. Patrick's themed. And it just looks like not very good to me. I did like this page though. So same old memory keeping, planning, added a few stickers that I had. Yep. These were just some notes for Easter dinner. I guess I didn't decorate every file page, divider page, but yeah. I often just like pasted things in or like washi taped them in if I had an encouraging quote or verse or anything like that that I wanted to help use to set the intentions for my month. And so that was often on the inside of the divider page. So April, we got into springtime. Wasn't a big fan of how that turned out. I did have this bunny washi tape that I used. And then I think my parents were visiting and they brought me and my husband our Christmas gifts, which was really kind of them. So I just have like some of the ephemera gift tags that were on my parents' gifts that they gave us and my grandma's gifts. So what else? Just normal. I definitely was not consistent in using the memory keeping, but I think I slowly became more consistent towards the end of the year. I was really into the junk journal-y, collage-y style, and so I tried to mimic that a little bit. And I do like the way it turned out. This gray bar at the top of here was the bane of my existence. I always tried to cover it up, but I just don't think it looked very good. Like this washi tape is so bright and pretty, and then it looks so muddy where I tried to use it to cover the gray bar. I think if I had had white out, I might have tried to white out that bar, but maybe that would have been too much effort. So I continued to memory keep. I'm kind of afraid I'm gonna start sounding like a broken record, but you know. This was a trip that I went on. I used these like knockoff Travelers Company stickers, and we went to a zoo, so I was able to use some of these like animal stickers I had. And I put in a photo of my grandma holding a lizard. But yeah, that was really nice. I enjoyed that trip. And then I added, I think this is where I started doing photos more and using it a lot for memory keeping. This might be where it actually transitions to mainly memory keeping, because in this page I'm still, or on this week, I'm still using checklists and things like that for actual planning, and then I have like a side of memory keeping, but this is just straight memories that I'm writing down. And then I kind of do the same here where I have photos and memories. Oh, we do have a to-do list here, so maybe that wasn't the exact turn, but that definitely starts it out where I'm like, wait a minute, I prefer this. Yeah, so this was a page where I was like, okay, I think I'm starting to get somewhere, which we were literally in May, so already deep into the year, and I feel like it took me that long to figure out what I wanted to be doing, or just figuring out what I liked for myself and the style that I was interested in, and how to actually use this journal to suit my needs. But I felt like I didn't know what my needs were and I needed to explore that, so you know. But yeah, this is all memory keeping. I got a hose, which was pretty big for me for my garden, and so I glued that in. I got some new headphones, not AirPods, what are they called? Earbuds, that's what they're called. I got earbuds. And yeah. Oh, I wrote down some favorites from May over here, which was quite nice. And then this was like pen testing and like trying to figure out my schedule. And then we get to June, and June was when we went on a big road trip. And so there's kind of a lot of, I think, ephemera and memory keeping and that type of a thing. So I knew I wasn't going to be able to get a lot done. So really, like, a lot of my goals are like reading and hobby related. I used a bunch of Vincent van Gogh stickers that I had, which I like, and then more of my niece's artwork. This is a lot of memory keeping. I think this is when I got a pen that was like what I considered to be fancy. It wasn't really fancy at all. It was a Energel Clena in brown. But that was like my first, well, it wasn't my first fancy pen. I was using these pens, I think, earlier in the year. Yeah, like around here, I think, is when I started with these two pens. They are Jelly Roll Moonlight pens, and I think I just got them from Michael's. Like, I had went to Michael's to find some nice pens to use in my journal, and I did really like them. I used this like bronzy colored one, which you can see like here and here, quite often, and the gray one I did use a lot less, but you can kind of tell that I like the bronze one because there's literally like that much ink left in it, and the other one has a lot left. But yeah, that was kind of my pen journey at the beginning of things. So yeah, memory keeping, and you can see like I'm like cramming in the text, so I was really enjoying that. This is when we were on our road trip. I used this, I think this was like a menu. Yeah, it was a menu, and I folded it up. I guess I could have just left it like that, but for some reason I folded it. And I wrote down which was my husband's favorite and my favorite, but we went to this restaurant like twice and it was really good. I think that was the restaurant's name, Butcher. Got some sticky notes and stickers and stuff like that. And then we also went to Gatlinburg on our road trip, like once we were headed back from our destination, and I'd never been to Gatlinburg, and I had no clue like what to expect or anything like that. And so it was very interesting. I think we kind of went during like a peak tourist season because there were so many people there. But Gatlinburg like borders the Great Smoky Mountains National Park. And so I got to get a stamp from the park, which was really, really cool. And then this little map of the area was actually on a lodge, what is that called? Like the pans, what are they called? Cast iron skillets, like cast iron pans and skillets and things like that, like the lodge company. They had like this black and white map, and I thought it would go with my black and white washi tape. So I cut that out and put it in here. So that's what that is. And then we continue with some memory keeping. I think I might have been like catching up from being gone, and so there's a lot less written down here. This is a little bit of ephemera from when I got my national park passport book. So do I have it near me? Hold on. Yeah. In the United States, the national parks have these passport books, and that is what the stamp was that I had got on on the last page. And so when we were at the park, my mother-in-law was like, that is so cool, you have to have a passport book. And so she bought me this passport book, and I absolutely love it. I've been using it for a long time. Well, I've been using it since then, and I've gotten to fill in a lot more pages, which is amazing. But it's really fun because I always bring my planner in with me if I'm stamping, and so I will like put the stamp in my actual planner as well. And that is really fun for me. But yeah, so I got this, and I love that I still have this little bit of ephemera from the day that I got it. I think that is special to me. Yeah, so more memory keeping, more little bits of ephemera here and there. Then July started. This was just an invoice from, I ordered some, what is that called? How many times will I say what is that called? I ordered some merch from one of my favorite YouTubers and podcasters, and so I just stuck that in there. I probably wouldn't stick something like that big in my planner now, just because I feel like I don't have the space for it. But that was one of the benefits of this huge layout, and the fact that I wasn't viewing it as this precious book. So I just threw it in. I have this little piece of paper to cover up my address, but yeah. And then we continue on. July was a bit of a bland month to me. I didn't really like the color palette that I used. I definitely preferred the oranges and the blacks to like having blue, but whatever. So I continued on with memory keeping. I think I was going to the dollar store for pens, and I like wrote down, like I did a pen test of all the pens, but I didn't like write what they were. I didn't really end up liking any of them, to be honest. This was another time where I was traveling. I got to go to Cuyahoga Valley National Park in Ohio, and so I have another passport stamp here and there. I stamped the brown paper bag that I had used to get a thing. I think I bought like some stickers for it. I wonder if it's in here. Okay, here it is. I found it. I bought this sticker and this sticker, which they're two different companies. This is the one that the actual National Parks Service has that goes with this passport book. You kind of put the sticker in as the information for the park you're at, and then you can put your cancellation stamps here. But then this sticker is from a brand called Travel Stamps. I have one of their stickers on the back. I want to add more to that, but so I just used that in there as well. But that's what this bag is from when I bought these two stickers for that trip. So anyways, oh yeah, and then when I was in Ohio, I found these Gudetama stickers that I really loved, and so I feel like I use those a lot. And more memory keeping, some ephemera, more Gudetama stickers. Continued on, have some more ephemera. I got some Tombow brush pens, and so I swatched them right there. This kind of grosses me out that I put this jeans tag in here with all of the weird fuzz on it, but it cannot be undone, so there it is. Yeah, so that was the end of July. My birthday was in August, and so I made like a wish list, and then I had some notes, and again, my niece's artwork. So then we enter August, and I loved the way that this turned out, actually. I think this was one of the first ones where I was like, okay, am I getting somewhere here? But this was the at a glance page that I decorated. And then I thought that this turned out quite well. More memory keeping. We went to Repticon, which was kind of cool. So and we saw a monkey, so that's what that sticker is for. And we saw lots of bugs and reptiles. I didn't really have any reptile stickers, so, you know. And then this was just a normal week. I have some receipts, and this was just from books I had gotten from the library. That was a local thrift store, and I did a big plant clear out, so whoops, that's what that is. This was my birthday week, I believe, and so I have a lot of ephemera pasted in here from going on a trip and having a birthday party. So that was a lot of fun. I wrote down like the gifts I had received, and I think this was on one of the packaging that I had got. So I thought that this was very crowded, but it was also very fun. So that was great. And then this is kind of birthday celebrations continuing. So okay, yeah, so this one is, or this week was a continuation of my birthday stuff. My sister sent me this washi tape that is like gold foiled, which is kind of cool. I think my husband got me like a bunch of random stickers, so I have a few different random things. We got Hogwarts Legacy, so there's a Harry Potter sticker. This was part of the packaging that I got from my sister. And this was also the week that I ordered my first ever Hobonichi planner. So I got the Hobonichi weeks, and I wrote down just like what I ordered from Jet Pens. So that was really cool, and I loved it. And that ends August, I guess. This is just a coffee order. I'm surprised at how well it's holding up, honestly. But I glued or taped in the Hobonichi packaging. I hate the way this has turned out. I just feel like it's a little overwhelming for me. I don't like these lips. I feel like I would like it all in a different context, but it was just too much for me at the time. So we'll just have to endure that. But that's what I did for the at a glance and the monthly layout. I kind of returned to a more neutral palette at the beginning of the month, but yep, more memory keeping. And I'm just using it for memory keeping. Like, there's no planning in here at all. I might have just been, I don't know, freewheeling with my planning, because I don't really remember what I was doing. But yeah, my Jet Pens order arrived, so I taped in the like little comic strip that comes with that. And then I think this was my first time ordering like stickers from a artist, so that was really fun. I ordered from Marigona Suli, so that was exciting. And then I also had these what is that called? Transfer stickers from the dollar store, which they did not transfer very easily, but it was cool to have something a little bit more fun in my planner. This month begins a long month where I was very sick and I was not writing in here at all. And so I was typing up or like voice to texting my days for like, I think the whole month of September I did this because I just really was quite ill. and busy, so we went camping, and it kind of did allow me to have a lot more involved in there, so that was kind of fun. And I still decorated it, but I just like printed all of these off, and is that all there is? Yeah. So that's why these are all nicer looking, or just like the handwriting, the text looks nicer. This is just ephemera from my Jet Pens order. Like, this is the invoice list, and then some of the washi tape and stickers. And then October comes, and this is a sticker from Redbubble. I will try to link it below if it's still there, because I think the artist did a great job with it, but it's a over the garden wall reference. Burgle your Turts. But it's really cool, and I thought that would be a fun beginning to October. This is what my at a glance page looked like. I cannot show you this because this is my husband's license confirmation. He basically had the wrong birthday on his license for like 3 years and never got it fixed. And whenever we had to fly or anything, we just had to put in the wrong birthday. It was very stressful to me, and he finally got it fixed, so I have that in there. And I love that I have it in there. So, but that's why that is covered up. This is what the, you know, monthly layout looks like. I use the transfer stickers from the dollar store. And some of these are Midori stickers, little monster stickers. And then I continued my print off. This is when my Sterling Ink Common Planner arrived, so I was super excited about that. This is just some ephemera from, I think it was around our anniversary, so that's what that's from. I kind of do love the way that these pages feel because they're so thick. I always think that when Megan Rhiannon folds her pages to, like, in her rings binder, I'm like, do the pages being so thick not bother you? But I kind of get it now that I'm feeling how thick these are. I'm like, oh, no, it does feel quite nice. Anyways, so I continued to print these things out, and I added ephemera in as I pasted things in. I had hid my husband's birthday gift in our closet, and so I wrote a note for him to go find his gift. Anyways, and then I got some traveler's notebook things, so I put that in there. And I think I was playing a lot of Minecraft, and so that's what those guys are. We got to travel to Vermont, which was a lot of fun. I used my Marigona Suli stickers, but it was very limiting having so much text and not really being able to print things out very well, or just like I didn't know how small I could make the text, and so this is what we ended up with. This is the week of Halloween, I believe, and yeah, that's what it looks like. I think I have, oh yeah, I had a bridesmaid's dress, and that was a sticker from it, so I just put that in there. And then the rest is just still these little stickers from, transfer stickers from the dollar store. And, oh, this is Halloween. Okay, fair enough. You'd think I would be able to see that, but I have more ephemera and some photos and things like that. Sorry, my camera cut out. So on this page, how do I explain? I feel like this is a long story, but my husband's family has a spooky story party every year where everyone in his family will write a scary story based on prompts that we all submit and then like draw from a hat the previous year. So basically we've got like 3 or 4 things that we have to include in our scary story. Usually it's like, I think a character, a location, an object, and there might be one other thing that I'm forgetting, but we all write a story, and then around Halloween we'll have a party where we read our stories out loud, and then we vote on like who used the special elements the best and whose was the spookiest and things like that. So last year I was lazy, so I kind of wrote like a poem instead of a story because I just was at a loss. So that is what this is, and I think I just like printed it off and then I added a bunch of the like transfer stickers from the dollar store. So that's what that is. My Chipotle order. This is just a note from work. I think November was the start of things going downhill for me. Not really, but it was just very busy and I didn't have a ton of time to be in my books, but this was the monthly layout, and don't love it, but it's fine. This was more memory keeping, and I think these are all Marigona Suli stickers, and they might have been like the freebies that I got in my order. I'm not entirely sure. More memory keeping, there's some ephemera. This was on a wedding invitation, and so I stuck that in here. It feels nice. And then I think I had ordered, yeah, I got a bunch of orders this day, and so that's kind of what all of this is. But I had ordered like specific Christmas stickers and things like that. This was, I think, one of the days, one of the spreads that I was like, I love memory keeping. So I'll probably have to blur some things on here because I know there's some like personal info and other people related info, but yeah, I just felt like it was very full and I really enjoyed sticking all the stickers down, and I was using a lot of stickers from different artists, and so I thought that was extra fun to be able to use stickers from people I bought from specifically. And then this is the last week in November and the first week in December, and so it's very Christmas themed. We got our Christmas tree, I think, the day after Thanksgiving, and then yeah, I just went from there. I think this washi tape was from Hobby Lobby, and so were these stickers. Not sure about these ones, but... And then I also had these. These are all Tombow brush pens in the pink and green and red. And then these were all just like ephemera bits and like freebie stickers from some of the different artists that I had ordered from. And this was my cover page for December. I used a bunch of gift tags from Target and I cut them up, and that is what that is. and it's on the other side as well. These are just bits from gifts that I received or gave, and I just glued them in there. The monthly view, I feel like you can really see how much that daggum gray box was the bane of my existence. I know it wasn't like the thing that made it tough, but I just, every month I was like, how the heck am I supposed to cover up this gray box? So, yeah, more memory keeping. I'm sorry if I sound like a broken record, but there we go. This was some Marigona Suli washi tape that I got. I really enjoyed it. I wanted to put it everywhere, but I definitely couldn't fit any at the bottom of the page because usually my writing went into the bottom, and also I would need such thin washi tape down there, but that was fun. These were also special events that I was like trying to add special stickers around, but it was tough because of the constraint of the space. And that is definitely something I really love about my current system, is that I can take as much space as I want for special events. Yeah. And then more memory keeping, and then I think this was my cousin's wedding, which was amazing. So there's like some special stickers around there. And then we left for the beach because we went to the beach for Christmas Eve. Well, no, I think we actually left on Christmas Eve, yeah. And we were there for Christmas and then to New Year's, which was really incredible. Oh yeah, and these are just Marigona Suli stickers, and then a few random bits and bob stickers. And then this was while we were traveling. I really was unsure of what I was doing because I wanted all of this to be in my new planners. I was so close to having my Sterling Ink Common Planner ready to go. So it was kind of driving me nuts to be writing in here, but I was also terrified to actually begin in my Sterling ink because I was so used to this layout that I didn't know what to do. So yeah, this was Christmas Day, and then we went to an aquarium. I was reading on my Kindle a lot. I got these seashell stickers that I thought were quite Christmassy, and I thought the Marigona Suli Christmassy tape looked really good with the, or not really good, but you know, I thought it like made sense for a coastal Christmas. So that was a lot of fun. And we're pretty close to the end. I think that is the end. Yeah. The 31st. And then, yeah, I just added some of the swatches of different things that I got, and then I kept track of the Christmas gifts that I gave to people and what I received. This was just some notes on dates that I might want to remember for 2024. And that is the end. My goodness. That was a lot. Like I said, I really thought that this book helped me to clarify my thoughts and know what I really wanted to do. And I really did enjoy my time in here, and I appreciated that I did take a year, which feels like so much time to be in a book that you are not like obsessed with. But if I had bought an expensive planner and then like the whole like month and a half where I was sick and really busy and couldn't keep up, I feel like I wouldn't have felt as good about it if I was in a more expensive planner and unsure of how to, I don't know, keep up with it, I guess. But yeah, so I think that's everything. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed it. I'm sorry if it was way too rambly. This was my first flip through, so I'm doing my best. If you have any other videos that you're interested in seeing from me, please let me know. I'm gonna try to post consistently, hopefully every week, but we shall see. So yeah, thanks so much. I'll see you next time.